Okay, that did the trick. Hey everyone. Hey Glitz. Mark. Dayton Tom. Butane. Caro. Nice to see you again. Happy birthday. Otepsa. Welcome, and thank you, Tayton for the 49 months, Blitz for the 49 months, and Master of Nuggets for the brand new Prime. Really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Hope you're all having a good Saturday. I slept in so late. I never do that, but I don't think I was up or out of bed until like 12. It's 1:15 now, so I figured might as well, you know, get into some landscaping. Yeah, with that said, let's do exactly that. Actually, I might quickly show you what I've been working on this week, because obviously I do most of the work off stream because I don't always have time to do this.
Celebration!
Hi. Green Cheese. Hi, thank you very much for 3 months, dude. Oh yeah, much appreciated. So yeah, let me just show that off real quick. And then we can take it from there. Fallout London wasn't allowed on Steam by Bethesda, even though mods like Enroll are on Steam. Will this be on Steam or not? I am in talks with Bethesda. For starters, they want to support the release. Like, they're happy to give us a shout out on social media if everything is kosher. We're just gonna have to see how they like the mod. Yeah, time will tell. It will be amazing. It's definitely my top priority to make sure that we release on Steam. If only because it's the biggest game platform. But other than that, I mean, it would just be really cool to have like an official page.
Time for a celebration!
Neptune, thank you very much for the sub on YouTube. As you can see, the stream is all back up and running. It literally took months to get everything back to where it was, but yeah. It looks as good as new. Well, as good as old, as good as it used to. COW test 4 Tamriel 3116. Yeah, it's pretty great that they're willing to support us. The area we're working on today is the Nibbin. It's getting a bit of a last minute revamp to be more unique compared to the other regions which are currently in the game. It's one of the oldest areas and one of the least published, which is why we're going over it now, to make sure that it's kind of up to snuff compared to the rest of the game. Having said that, I worked on this last weekend as well. An area that's over here, a small wolf den, I suppose, and from there, off stream, I worked on. Actually, I did add something that I thought was kind of fun, a minute, insignificant detail, but I added a bit more clutter to the. Oops. To the hunter camp, and one of those was a kennel with a bear cub. Actually, I should lock that. It's not locked. I should lock it. Yeah, as I said, nothing significant. I worked on the mountain range, which is also very boring, but very important, obviously. We added some fish and insects all over the map that we've worked on already, and then I got to work on this area here.
Celebration!
I don't know what that means.
Time
Roxy.
for a celebration!
And
Time
Tafio.
for a celebration!
Not entirely sure what that
Time
is.
for a celebration!
Thank you. Never seen them before. Much appreciated. Right. Let me change the time of day to be a bit later. Set game hour to 12. I started work on the river. We have another cave. I'm not sure what happened on YouTube. Can't really see it, but thanks, much appreciated. And Jonah, thank you for the prime as well. So on the other side of the river, the vegetation will change slightly. We have the more, what do you call them, like the broadleaf trees on the other side of the river, and here it turns into a bit more needles, pine trees and the like. I started working on what I want to be a bit of a ravine. I dumped a bunch of assets in the... what the hell? Oh. Wasn't ready for that. We're cool? Okay, we're cool. Yeah, I want to make a bit of a ravine, an area that has like a lot of boulders coming through, and just something that looks a bit more unique, which is what we'll work on today. As well as up here, there is a necromancer dungeon, which is part of the Mages Guild questline, which I want to work on. As well as, so this is one of the ravines, there's another ravine here, and then this is the big one, which has the camp and everything else. You would not believe how, like, I know it doesn't look very impressive, but it's such a pain in the ass to make areas this narrow. It's very difficult to do in the creation kit, so I'm just happy that it looks okay so far. And we'll polish it up, add a bit of clutter. And the interesting bit is coming up here. We'll have to get rid of the grass as well. One more turn. Going back to Fallout London, did you play it? I did not play it yet. I did meet most of the Fallout London lead developers at Gamescom last year. So that was cool. This is an Alien, or it's a necromancer location, which is partially Alien dungeon, and as you can see, I tried to figure out what to do with it. This is the main altar where a rite will be performed during the questline, and we're just gonna make it look nice and eerie and necromancy, I guess. Hopefully with your help and input, that will be very much appreciated. So yeah, that's kind of what's on the to-do list today. Finishing up this area, and then we can move on to the mountain range and the forests and fields over there. I'm almost done with the Nemira Shrine location, which is over there. And we have one more farm to make around Cheydinhall Castle. Currently it's missing almost everything. It's because the city is going to be worked on by heavy burns. So we're leaving the city alone for now and just working around the perimeters. But the farms and everything, it's starting to look really cool, really nice. So I'm super happy with how that turned out. And then, yeah, we'll get to finishing all of this. Hopefully add some interesting locations. I do hope you have some cool suggestions. And yeah, let's see how far we can get today. Shared a screenshot of my Deadlands claim in the dev server. Cool, perfect. When will a next dev diary or showcase be done? We're working on 2 scripts. We have a new roadmap and a new developer diary. The developer diary is written. The roadmap is, I don't know, like 30% done, and the roadmap is going to be released before the end of the year, and then we have a new developer diary at the start of next year. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, let's get to it. Will be the same speaker as always? Yeah. I would not do it without Ryan. Oh, I forgot to show you the Field of Flowers. Super important. Oh well. Also, I have an idea for an interesting Oblivion gate, which spawns in like a pit. But I'm not entirely sure how I can make that work. Like, one of the ideas I had, because the problem with that idea is that it needs to look normal when the gate is not there. So the best thing I could come up with, the best idea I have, is basically putting this asset over
Time for a celebration!
over the top of it, kind of like a lid.
I just finished my recent Oblivion playthrough, number 738 methinks. I already
Danish.
want more eyes, Rebelsies fan.
Thank you very much, man. Glad to hear that. Yeah, thank you very much. I haven't actually properly played Oblivion in a long time, so kind of jealous of you right now. But yeah, that's kind of an idea I have. I don't think we have an Oblivion gate quite like this, and I think it'll just look cool. What I think. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get to that today. I did some work on the Alien Rune, which is actually blocked off. You can actually get in there. But yeah, as I said, let's focus on this place first. Hey Naraki. What are you excited for modders to add or change to Skyblivion once it's out? That's a good question. I'm interested to see how modders will change. I'm reloading the creation kit, by the way, so it's frozen. I'm interested to see how modders will change our map and some of its locations. Like, for instance, what I'm doing right now, I'm interested to see if people will make like their own.
Cheese for everyone!
Silent, thank you very much for gifting some subs. Everyone enjoy the Todd Howard emotes. Best in the biz. Can we get some cheese in the chat? Please and thank you. Thanks, dudes. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm mostly interested to see how people change our work, my work, quest locations, scripted events, stuff like that.
Thank you.
It'll be cool to see. Broking, thank you as well. God. Gonna try not in what's the word? Block the roads or the path, because I made it so that it looks like the necromancers are hauling corpses up and down the mountain, which would not be possible if the road is blocked now, would it? Would an underwater Oblivion gate work? I don't know if Daedric can swim, so I'm gonna assume not. It sounds like that would just make the whole invading force drown before they can even get anywhere. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't know what the lore is on Daedra and swimming. Accidentally deleted the fan by having him wait inside a cave, then a cell reset happens. Aw, it's too bad. I think as long as he doesn't die, he might respawn someplace though. I'm not 100% sure about that. Hey, Spartacus, welcome back, dudes. Good to see you again. Thanks for the prime. I know you guys have been working this for a long time. After release, do you plan on taking a long break, or do you have a new project in mind? Thank you for the follow, Braincell. I think that depends a lot on who you ask. Me personally, I think after, and again, I'm not sure. Anything could happen. I might change my mind, but I think after the release of Skyblivion, I'm gonna take a long break, and I might not be back for whatever comes next. It's different for everyone, but I've been working on this for 10 years, and it's not that I'm tired of doing this necessarily. It's been fun. I've learned a lot, but I think it's time I focus on like an actual proper career, combined with I don't know, more long-term plans, such as the good old Debella stat or Debella necklace on someone's well, neck. You know, where else should a necklace go? Kids, I don't know. That kind of stuff. But yeah, time will tell. I know a lot of people who are currently in the project said they are going to stick around. I have no doubt some will. I think it might be good as well for Skyblivion to not have a project lead anymore, and maybe just have more of a group direction. I think for Skyblivion, it kind of needed a person to take control and keep pushing forward. But hopefully with a more like group approach, it can be a bit more relaxed and free in how people work. I know I've made plenty of mistakes over the years, you know, trying to lead us in the right direction, and experience comes from trial and error, but yeah,
Skyblivion Rebelsies fan also Dutch lesson. I like Skyblivion.
Thank you, VK. Good to see you again. Have you found a way to make Oblivion gates not boring? I think so. We're working on them as we speak, and we're trying to make them more linear, so it's not super long and boring to fight your way through. We're trying to make them a lot more unique. We have a whole new type of Oblivion realm. Oh fuck, I forgot to share in the Discord that I'm streaming in. So yeah, I think we have I think we have some good ideas. As for a Dutch lesson, I like Skyblivion. It's quite easy actually. It's just ik vind Skyblivion leuk. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The city of Kvetch will presumably remain destroyed after the main quest, or are you planning for the city to be gradually rebuilt over time after the main quest? Or maybe there's some mod support for Skyblivion for people to recreate Kvetch. Yeah, so that's one of those things where I would be interested to see if people make a mod to rebuild Kvatch. It's definitely not something we're doing on our side, for the simple reason that it's too time consuming to create a new feature like this. While I don't doubt that it's a great addition for a game or for the story, it's way too difficult to produce something even as seemingly simple as allowing you to rebuild the city. The amount of work that would go into that, it's astronomical, and unfortunately we just don't have the resources for that. So if anyone makes a Kvatch rebuild, I would be ecstatic. Is that the right words? Ecstatic? Aesthetic? Aesthetic? I would be super excited to see that. That would be awesome. However, it's not going to be us who does it, unfortunately. Actually, well, I say that, but I don't know, maybe that's one of the things that the team will work on after the release. Who knows? Anything's possible, I guess. "10 years is a long time. How do you remain motivated to keep going with the project?" It's an interesting question. Hard to answer too. I think the biggest motivator for me personally, and of course this is very dependent on who you ask. But me personally, I do it out of a certain responsibility, because over the years I have convinced it sounds kind of like a cult when I say it out loud. I've convinced hundreds of people to help make the game happen. I sold people on the idea that an Oblivion remake would be cool, but also possible, and that it would be a good thing to work on, a good thing to invest time into. So I feel a really big responsibility towards all the people that ended up investing their time and passion into contributing to the project. Because simply put, without those people, we wouldn't be here today. But that does mean that there needs to be something on the finish line for it to have been, kind of worth it for all those people. So I guess it's yeah, a sense of keeping a promise. Because I would feel horrible if people put all this time and effort into making something with me and then end up never releasing. That would be kind of heartbreaking. So at the very least, I can do everything in my power to make sure that that it happens, and that's kind of been what I've done or tried to do these last 10 years. So pretty happy with the outcome, but I have to admit that there's been plenty of times where I wasn't always so sure that this was gonna happen. Let's put it that way. That we would get to this point. Because like throughout the project, there's been a ton of ups and downs. both, you know, on a personal level, just like shit happening, but also for the project, like we've had some really big setbacks over the years. We've had people that were kind of detrimental to the project development leave for various reasons. You know, oftentimes people just want to move on, or they get a really good job and they have to sort of say goodbye to a hobby project like this, which is it's always totally understandable, but it's also, you know, it's a bit sad because when you've been here this long, you know, some of these people that you work with every day or every week, they become close friends, and all of a sudden you go from speaking every week to not really talking anymore for weeks or months or even years, which it happens, you know, not just on projects like this, but also just in life. You know, you have friends in high school or college that you're really close to, and then as you get older, you know, you have different priorities, and that's part of life, you know. That's totally fine.
It's you. Hi.
Echo C, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Do you think this will open up more opportunities in the job market, or is it fully a hobby project? I can confidently say that there's been a lot of people that have been able to land jobs through working on a project like this. I remember the first time I went to PAX East in Boston in the United States to actually meet up with some friends that I met throughout, you know, doing Skyblivion. I met up with the lead developers for Doom, the Doom reboot. No, actually, the sequel, Doom Eternal. The reboot had already happened by then. But I talked to them, and I didn't introduce myself as someone who's working on Skyblivion. I was kind of lucky enough that someone else mentioned that, because I'm always a bit, I don't know, I don't want to sell myself, if that makes sense. I'm terrible at selling myself at an event like that. Like, oh, I'm a guy that does this. Anyway, long story short, someone else, you may know him from YouTube, Camelworks, was nice enough to be like, oh yeah, this is the guy that is doing Oblivion as a mod, blah blah blah. And I got to talking with Marty about mods and the impact on the industry and stuff like that. And like, he told me that a really big chunk of their core team working on Doom, for instance, is made up of modders, which was really cool to hear. And as we were talking more and more, he was giving me all these examples of you know, modders getting their hands on tools for a game, and then in the case of Doom, a lot of people that made maps for the Doom games ended up getting job offers because they do notice work like that, and Bethesda does too. They will take notice if people do some really cool shit with mods, and it can definitely end up in a job offer if you're lucky. But the thing that we maybe don't always think about is that it's not just Bethesda that that appreciates or looks out for modders in this way. Any game company, big or small, can only benefit from hiring people that have not only like a true passion for, in this case, making something for free. It doesn't get a whole lot more passionate than that. but also for people that have some kind of experience working in a team, which is where these modding projects can come in clutch, because like it or not, sometimes you're gonna have to swallow your pride or your opinion and accept that maybe whatever you think is best, or whatever I think is best, is not necessarily what's best for the game in question. And that is invaluable experience if you're going to work in the industry, because that's something that will happen on a daily basis. So yeah, that's been it's been really cool learning about that as the project has gone on. I work in the gaming industry already. I don't do anything like game development. I work in marketing, but I feel perfectly at home doing that. Not necessarily looking for a change. As much as I enjoy doing Skyblivion, I don't think actual development is
Skyblivion,
anything
Skyblivion,
for me.
Skyblivion, Skyblivion, Skyblivion,
Not my strength.
Skyblivion, 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 Skyblivion.
Alright, man. Fluffy Bags, thank you for the 42 months. Much appreciated. And thanks for using that Prime too, man.
Greetings!
Mystical Runya, thank you for the follow. Are you leaving the project before or after DLC? Either way, GG's. I kind of talked about this earlier, but there's a good chance I'm not going to be around for the DLC. But time will tell, my friends. Time will tell. Oh, there we go. Happens when you run out of usable landscape textures, by the way. The Skyrim engine can only have so many textures per quad. Every square, you see like the lines there, can only have, I think, 6 textures per square within the square. Probably doesn't make any sense the way I'm explaining it. I don't know how to do it any better. Yeah, it's an annoying limitation we have to work with. Thank you for the save reminder. Just gotta fill in some gaps that are otherwise visible. I loved Haugen Reborn, so I'm curious what the community will do with Kvatch. Yeah, same. I really liked Haugen Reborn. I fully blame you for the reason I'm here. Good. Good. Alright. I think we cleaned up the path to the top a little bit. That is good. And now comes the interesting bit. So, this location, it is a necromancer's lair. And the question is, how are we gonna make it look as necromancy-y as possible? Currently what I've done already is, I've added some cages with corpses and stuff. I was later thinking that it might be useful to bring some coffins up here as well, like they dug up some graves. I have a blood bowl, not sure what to do with that. I have a torture rack, because why not? And then lastly, like another big cage. Ooh, one of my corpses slipped off from the wagon. That's kind of cool though. This is where a certain ritual will be performed by one of the necromancers. I already added like an old Alien arch because I thought it would just be like a nice frame. But yeah, other than that, I'm open to suggestions. There's also these roots. It may not mean anything to you, but if you play Skyblivion a lot, you'll notice that these roots appear strictly at Alien ruins because they are kind of powered by the excess magic that's pouring from the Alien wells. At least as far as I know, that's kind of like their lore as to why they're a thing. I wonder if this is big enough for a person. Yeah, kind of.
Hello there.
Thelmer agent, oh god. Thank you for the follow. Will you
Hello
do
there.
immersive first person camera? Kuksama, thank you for the follow as well. Immersive first person, that sounds like a mod that already exists, so that should work on paper. Not really anything that we want to mess with, not any more than necessary anyway. I'm expecting that we will see a lot of modding patches come out for Skyblivion that should make certain mods compatible with Skyblivion. It's not really something that we can do on our end because there's not enough time in the world to make a patch for the thousands and thousands of mods that are popular at any given time. You won't be working on horse armor, so that's one of the exceptions. Horse armor was already done by someone. I guess it was too big of a meme not to do. So I'm just trying to read through questions. I'm super slow. Hope expansions will happen eventually. Yeah, I think they will. How long will you stream today? Need to go get groceries. I'm gonna be here for a few hours. I don't have any plans for the weekend, so. That fits rather nicely. For the Necromancer location, I'm just thinking, since it is a quest location, usually I would be trying to make the Necromancer location not really stand out, because obviously you don't want to get caught practicing necromancy. But in this case, since it is a quest location, I figured we can get away with doing a bit more decorating, let's call it.
Time for a celebration!
Sir Shugoreth, thank you for the 9 months. That's a Twitch baby. Hell yeah, man. Hey Roberts, yeah, I'm saving as we go. Died in an oversized birdcage, poor lads. Yeah, well, we can't all choose how our lives come to an end. Eagerly waiting for Beyond Cyrodiil Skyrim. Appreciate you letting us finish Skyblivion before the suffering starts. Thanks, Thumb Regent. What will the Skyblivion skill tree look like? Will it differ from the Skyrim one? That is the plan, yes. We have a very talented guy working on a bunch of mechanics for us at the moment. It's not in a presentable state quite yet, but we're slowly getting there. Hopefully it's something we can show off in the near future.
Hello there.
How big is this thing? Oh, I think that's a bit too big. Bingu, thank you for subscribing to YouTube. Much appreciated. That seems more appropriate for a person. I think what I should now also add is just a horse, because there's a lot of corpses being brought up this this thing. How can I make a horse thing? That should work. I'm just gonna make a simple horse hitch. Hitch? A horse hitch? Is that what it's called? A thing where you can hitch a horse. Hey Sam. Good to see you again, dude. As always. Was there a purple flame brazier near this cave in the original? I'm not sure if it's a brazier. I think there's supposed to be some kind of light effect coming from the altar, but I might be wrong on that one. But yeah, there was some purple lights involved that I know for a fact. The as I said at the start of the stream, this is one of the oldest locations in the game. It was first worked on like all the way back in 2016, and it's been taken over by 2 or 3 people since then. Me doing it now. There is a chance that someone removed that specific brazier. I'm not 100% sure. It's something I can add back though. That's no problem at all. First though, I need to add a horse. Priority numero uno. This is a specific horse that should stay where you put him, so that's perfect. And And let's find another cart of sorts. Guess this would work. Uh. Will the bandit wizards also say something about commanding the arcane energies right before they hit you with a dollar store scorch spell? I don't know. Have you tackled the Oblivion realm yet? Yeah, the Oblivion realms are one of the main things in development right now. Let's add a few. Oops. Skeletons as well. We'll make him dead, obviously. Okay, so one of you said the purple brazier. So let's add that. I can put that to the side of the altar, or I can put it on some kind of pedestal underneath the Alien Arch. That might be better. Brazier, not brazier. Very different decorating styles. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Brazier? That sounds like a bra thing. Is that what it is? Just for... Oh, I should not have done that. AR. It's arm brace. Oh, okay. What do I know? Oh, also, I saw... Who said that before? I think it was Silent. Where was it? Kannst du eigentlich auch Deutsch? That was the thing I saw. Silent. Ein bisschen, yeah. Let me see if there's some kind of interesting alias. I don't know, altar type thing that I can put. This might work. Oh, this works better. Maybe. Oh shit, it's a bookshelf. I didn't know that. Okay, then maybe not. This then. Hey Estella, long time no see indeed. Welcome back. I think this looks stupid. Maybe it's better like this, yeah. I'm sure I've seen a pink... Oh, there we go. Will there be a Rebuild Kvatch expansion from you after Shivering Isles DLC? Someone asked that earlier as well. Probably not. No. Thank you for the save. It's not the right shade of purple. Ah, there we go. Okay. I honestly think that might do it. Hey Popo, how's it going? Yeah, so about that rebuild Kvatch, it's too much work to do before release. Maybe we will do it after release. I kind of hope that modders will work on it though.
Time for
Outside
a
of
celebration.
Skyblivion, but time will tell.
Rebel Z's Todd.
Just notice there's a huge hole. A good find. Essa, thank you for the 7 months. Really appreciate that. Welcome back.
It's you. Hi.
The little fish. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright, anything else you guys think should be added to a Necromancer camp? Honestly, I kind of like what we did. I think it looks pretty sick. A rope or brake chuck. Ah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. How about this? Max immersion. Or otherwise, we can do something like this. I feel like this is something no one would think of, but I appreciate you for thinking of it. Something like that. Oh yeah, some bloody rags. That always does well, doesn't it? Jim Bob, does the log I put down suffice? Actually, let me put one more minor thing down. If I can find it. Do you know if it will be released early, mid, or late 2025? Yes. A broken cart somewhere? Yeah, we can definitely do that. I can do that closer to the other camp, down the mountain. Hey, Shix. I like these Skyblivion developing streams. They have a nice vibe. Thanks, man. Hey, Collector. Alright, I think this might do. As for that other cart of yours... like that, and I'll just add, we had those debris pieces from the crates. Looks close enough.
It's you. Hi.
Emerald, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. like that. There's your broken down cart. And now we've put a bunch of your ideas in the game, I think. The team probably knows internally relatively when it will release, but they can't say anything publicly because the expectation is that they have to commit to that. Kind of. We already did that with 2025. We're working as hard as we can, trying to make it happen as fast as we can, and whenever that is, time will tell. Right. I think that's all she wrote for this location. I think that that might be done. Oh, I just realized we have an even better, not that it matters much, asset than all of these. Which makes a bit more sense too. I have actual bricks. And they come in 3 variations, so it's not even the same brick. No one will notice, but... Wow. Look at that. Immersive. Just gonna do a little detail pass real quick. Nice attention to detail, thank you. There's a fine line though between attention to detail and ridiculousness. And I'll have to admit that even I struggle finding the balance sometimes. Very often we work in details that realistically no one's gonna really notice or care about. Like old Jim with the scarecrow in the tree stump. Just to give you an example. Cool. It's meta we can tell a story by placing 4 objects. It's one of the things I really started to appreciate with Skyblivion is that you can be very creative, reusing very common assets to make something new or to tell a unique story. It's something that Bethesda does very well with their games too. I think we can work our way up the other mountain. I think I want to take a similar approach and make it very like ravine-ish. Lots of boulders and dead trees and debris. I think that'll look nice. When is the next developer diary coming out? Hopefully before the end of the year we will have a what do you call it? A roadmap, and then start of next year we will have a new developer diary. Perhaps not everyone will notice or perceive the small details, but they complete the overall impression of a place. Without these little details, something would feel missing. However, I do think that many people will go looking for them simply because this project resonates with so many. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, some old landslides, that's the general idea. And then I think what I'll do, I'll make a landslide. We'll add like lots of rocks and a few new trees, and then I'll litter it with these flowers. I think that'll look nice. I hope.
Oh, lovely!
Windstorming. Thank you for the prime, dude. Very kind of you. Thank you for the save reminder. There's another idea I really want to put in the game too, which I totally stole from Red Dead Redemption. But I want to create just like a burned forest somewhere. Super small and insignificant, but I found a couple of those in Red Dead Redemption. I thought they looked really nice. Add some new grass. Maybe a dumb question, but are you worried for Elder Scrolls 6 with Bethesda's current direction, or do you believe it will be fine? I honestly don't know. I am a bit of an optimist. Try to be anyway. I feel like it's easy to be negative all the time, but good old optimism never hurts. I think Bethesda can do it. They've been making good games for years. I think Starfield wasn't 100% what we were hoping for, but I think Bethesda as well. They tried to do something outside of their comfort zone, and it didn't quite work out, and that can happen. I feel like it shouldn't happen with a company of that size, but at the same time, they've been making the same games for years and years and years, so I can't blame them for wanting to try something new. I just feel like it didn't quite deliver for some people, and at the same time, there's plenty of people who love Starfield, and even though the player base isn't huge, there is a group of people that seems to really enjoy the game. I know quite a few people who thought it was honestly the best game they played that year. It definitely has the Bethesda magic in some areas, so I don't think it's the worst game ever made. It's just not Bethesda's best work, to me personally. But again, like, shit happens, you know. I think the only people who can make Elder Scrolls 6 at the end of the day is Bethesda, and as fans of the series, we'll just have to wait and hope for the best, which is easier said than done. But I hope with Microsoft taking over, they will have some additional resources to renew their core team, hire some new people, get some fresh perspectives. Just make a sick game. That would be my wish. And time will tell if they can deliver. I think they can. I believe. How's that? And then we litter some of those flowers around. I'll just put these back down for starters. Alright, let's speed run putting some flowers down. I think it turned out pretty nice. Looks pretty legit. Let's see, maybe in game though. How long have you been live? Hour and a half? Okay. Will Skyblivion have underwater fighting? Maybe. We had some kind of underwater combat plugin. It kind of worked, it kind of didn't, and then the guy who made it left. So I like the idea of exploring other games for environment design ideas. Oh man, don't get me started on that, because I had a folder of game screenshots that I was using as like ideas for when I'm working on Skyblivion, and when my hard drive died for my computer, I mean, I lost a ton of personal stuff. That's one thing, but I think I literally spent like 2 years playing games and just taking screenshots of everything I thought looked interesting, putting it in one massive folder, and that's one of the things I didn't get back. I'm not saying it's gonna be the reason for the game looking like ass, but I do feel like it could have looked a little bit better if I had some of those screenshots. Whoa! Oh, I see a floating plant. See, this is one of those things. I put this below the waterfall, but I don't think anyone. Well, someone surely is going to find it, but not a whole lot of people will see that. Maybe a few of you will remember when the time comes. Set game hour to 12. Alright. Let me stand back a little bit because I put some landing markers on plate. Oh no, the rod! Oh, it's not a static rod. Idiot. Oh no, I put a butterfly marker on the fishing rod, but I forgot that the fishing rods move around. This one worked though. Hey, I mean it looks pretty legit. Did forget one floating rock. Alright. People remind me, fix fishing rods and floating flower. Here, there's more than one. Actually, I should put some lilies down as well. I've not used a single lily. Although maybe the water rapids are too fast. Maybe you should do that downriver when it calms down a bit. I do love how much just simple insects can add to the
Time for a celebration!
the scene.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hey Grizz, welcome back, man. Let me enable God mode before we get killed by the bandit again. Carbo's camp. Different bandit. Oh, actually, I do have to do some work on the camp because the camp looks like ass still. Get rid of the terrible grass too. There we go. Just gonna take some screenshots real quick while I'm here. I think it turned out pretty nice. Turned out pretty well, I mean. Still another floating, what you can call it, flower there. Oh, I need to add, okay, another thing to remind me, to add insects, butterflies to the flower area. Maybe some bees. It was a nice idea to have that broken cart. I forgot who it was, but that was a good idea. This is still kind of bare bones. I've not done much here, but we can do that real quick. I don't think it needs much. I think it just needs a few rocks and bushes and then we're good. See, this leads to another location. Wait, is this a mine? What is this called? Doomed mine. Oh, shoot. Because that's not a mine entrance. I wonder if this is wrong. Well, no, it looks like it fits. Okay, that's fine then. I guess I can make it look a bit more like a mine on the outside too.
You do realize I've been holding back.
Thank you.
My new character is in Nibbon right now and it does not look this good. Hi Pluribelsies, I hope you're having a good day.
Nina, thank you very much for the kind words. Really appreciate that. Okay, you know what? That's we'll figure out something to do with the mine. Would Skyblivion work on the GOG version of Skyrim? It should. It should work fine. Ooh, small hole. I'd say any tree still standing in landslide would be leading. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's a good touch. Donyon, please remind me to do that, because I will forget. I like it. Sounds good. Alright, so here we have the narrow road. Well, it's not a road, narrow path up to the necromancer lair. Yeah, we cleaned up the grass pretty well so this is still good. Lovely. The horse thing is a really nice touch though. I like it. As is the fucked up tortured person. Taking all the herbs of the Portal Island, not going to Shivering Isles yet? Good. Save that for last. Save that for when you're properly bored of the main game. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Pretty good. Nice work, team. That means we can finish either that or just work on some forest bits and bobs. Probably gonna downsize that one though. Jesus, it's a big bush. Alright, so we have the floating shit, we have the bees, the insects, we have to make the trees lean into a certain direction, and the fishing rod. I think that's it. Oh, and we have to add a few details to that camp. Because it's very empty right now. Cool. See what I did, which is currently breaking. I put a butterfly landing marker, which is this this arrow thing, on top of the fishing rod. But I thought the fishing rod was an object that is what we call static, so it cannot move. It's not. It is very much a movable object. So as soon as a butterfly touches it, it just flops over because it doesn't appropriately calculate. In this case, like the size of the thing interacting with it, because obviously a butterfly should work just fine, but that's not something the game automatically calculates. And on top of that, these markers, no matter what happens with the environment, it stays there. So if you pick up the fishing rod, the marker will still be there, which is obviously not good. Whereas if you put it on a stone, like the stone is not going to move. You can shoot fireballs, you can hit it with a sword. The stone is going to stay there until the end of time. There was another floaty here. Then add some insects. And we have to do something with this camp to make it not shit. And these are the old grasses that should be completely nuked. Oh yeah, the path to the mine too, yeah.
Hello there.
Cobra, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Just gonna add a bunch of landing markers on random things. Should be easy peasy.
Time for a celebration!
Willie, thank you very much for the new sub, dude. Enjoy the emotes, thank you. Enjoy. Okay, what else can we add to a camp? Add some supplies. Also gonna add an extra enemy. Oh, actually no, there's 2 enemies. Yeah, there's 2. Why did I only see 1 the 2 times we've been around? That's strange. Gonna make it look like they cut the tree here and then use some of it for the fire. And a sit marker. You feel like butter spread over too much bread? Okay, Bilbo. What else can we do? Maybe a little chest. Maybe a weapon rack. Put some shitty weapons in there, like the rusty iron. Alright, chat, I need some ideas for a bandit camp. Hit me. We just put some random treasure on this one. Gold nugget. Cooking pot. That's a good one. Cooking. Backpack, that's also a good one. Food leftovers, yeah. Can do some beer as well. I think we have bread crumb. Let's see. Half a loaf of bread. Oh my god. I think we lost the cup. Thanks for the save. Add signs that this was wiped out by a demon. That's dark, man. It wasn't wiped out by a demon, though. It wasn't. I can see if we should have a bandit dog, yeah. Okay, put the axe against the tree, weapon stand in the camp looks odd. Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I'll just put it against the table. The last thing I'll do is add a, what do you call it? Cart, and then we're done.
It just works.
They can haul their shit around.
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch! I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail.
No. Yeah, so these bushes, I'm not sure who placed them down, but they're over twice the normal size. Which is why they look so freakishly huge when you're walking up to them. Alright. that is that done. And that means we're done with this area. Work our way further up the mountain, I guess, or I can go work in this area below. Probably doesn't really matter much. Potato, potato. Just continue up here. I don't think I'll do a lot of work here though, because it's kind of like it's a nowhere meaningless location, so I'll just try and make it look wild-ish. Maybe like an alpine meadow type dealy. Some pine trees and wildflowers, something like that. Kind of repeat what we did before. Add a bit of a landslide here and there. If I can make it fit. Why can't I select this one flower? There we go. Are you going to set your schoen tonight? I totally forgot that's today. Truth be told. Gotta go. Have a good rest of the day, everyone. Alright, thank you very much for stopping by. What's new with you? Nothing new, man. Until Skyblivion releases, my life is, like, empty and shallow. Every day I wake up and I ask myself, is Skyblivion done yet? And as long as the answer is no, then it's, well, guess it's back to work for me then. Thanks for the save reminder, much appreciated. Hey Bella. Morning.
Greetings!
Red Girls, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch.
Cheers. Hey, vampire. Do you feel you learned anything useful from the release of Fallout London that you can apply to Skyblivion? Sure. Yeah, I'd say so. I don't think there was anything groundbreaking though, for us to consider, implement, or that we didn't think of already. I mean, I release games for a living these days, so I've learned more from that, I would say, which I'm hoping to apply to the project. But either way, like Fallout London was an interesting case because obviously it's another modding project, right, that released, so 100%.
Hello there.
Azan, thank you for subscribing to YouTube. Welcome. Oh, it's almost 4 o'clock already, damn. Time flies. Don't think we're gonna connect these two parts since there's a separate road going there. So instead, this works. Just woke up. Good. My plans for this weekend is sleep in, work on Skyblivion for a few hours every day, and then go back to work on Monday. I cannot wait for my Christmas break. We have, which I love, we have like forced time off at my job, which is pretty great. Like the entire company just shuts down. Which is really good because, at least looking at myself, I have a tendency to keep like working, even like in the weekends. Like this morning I started off answering some work emails, which I know I shouldn't, but I do. But yeah, they basically, they gave us like 2 weeks of vacation time where everyone is off, so even if you're doing any work, like anything that requires a colleague to chime in on anything, good luck, because there's a love. It's a really good idea. Great incentive. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Where in the Nibbin are you working on? We're actually approaching the edge of the Nibbin. So this is leading into the Valus Mountains.